Enemy recon aircraft.
What? What the fuck?
Sagan.
What is up, guys? You already know who it is. It's your boy Attack of the Games, and welcome to another rant. Now, the last time I did a rant was around Modern Warfare Remastered, and y'all remember how that went. So now I'm back again doing one for World War II because it was just too soon. I mean, I literally spent the whole day on it. I am second prestige, and I'm surprised I didn't do this video anytime soon. Man, there's a lot of bad things about this game. But before we get into this major rant, three things. Number one, during the video, you're going to be hearing me say shit a lot. Now, if you didn't see that little donkey that popped up there, I'm going to be censoring that word because I thought it'd be really fun to say shit and hear the hee-haw. So there's that. Number two, the vid that I just had in the intro, that's not mine. It's from a YouTuber. I'm borrowing it. I'm going to give the guy credit. Link down in the description below. Pretty decent YouTuber. He's just trying to grind, same like me. Number three, thank you guys for your support. I love you. I'm definitely grinding out more vids, trying to get a montage done with some Black Ops 3 clips because Black Ops 3 will forever be the GOAT in my opinion. Now let's get started. World War II, where do I begin? I'll start with the campaign. It's unexpected. Now, the campaign, even though I haven't beaten it, it's decent at best. You know, coming when the game was announced, I was thinking, holy shit, there's going to be a World War II Call of Duty. Now everybody was happy because it was boots on the ground and it was taking us back to where Call of Duty came from, you know, World War II. Most people don't know this, but Call of Duty was a response to Medal of Honor, and at the time Medal of Honor was the number one World War II shooter out there. And now, you know, throughout the years, Call of Duty's kind of done its different things, you know, with Modern Warfare and then the sci-fi shit, and here we are back to boots on the ground. So I was really excited to be able to play another World War II game, especially for the campaigns, because I don't know about you guys, but I love campaigns. I'm a big fan of them. I still love them, even though some people think it's irrelevant now that we got all this multiplayer. So I put the campaign in for the most part. I'm still kind of just, it's not bad. I mean, I'm halfway through it, but I had to restart it because I don't know if I'm the only person to experience this, but there was this glitch where I saved apparently, and then I exit out of my PlayStation for the night, and then I went back on, and all my data was gone, and that was like literally like 6 hours of veteran campaign just gone. So, you know, that kind of got me discouraged, and I hadn't touched the campaign for a while. I'm still putting it off, but maybe I'll beat it this weekend. I got time. And pretty much, I don't have too much to say about the campaign because I haven't beaten it yet, but I'll just, like I said, I'll say it's subpar at best for what I've played. Now let's talk about the zombies. The zombies, I'm not really a major die-hard hardcore zombies fan, but I gotta say, Sledgehammer did definitely a good job on it. If you didn't know, Sledgehammer Games has some developers that work for Visceral Games, and Visceral Games was one of the lead developers for Dead Space, one of the scariest games of the previous last-gen consoles. Now, the zombies, and some people are saying it's easy, but for me, I hadn't beaten it yet, but like I said, I'm not really a hardcore die-hard zombies fan, so maybe if I got some free time, I'll do that. And now getting on to the multiplayer. Now, there's a lot to talk about, you know, hit detection, hit registration, the lag, the guns, the attachments. But I'm going to start with the maps. Now, the maps are nothing special at all. If I were to say at least one map that stands out, maybe Arden's Forest, but not even that could save it. It's not like it's no Nuketown. Maybe that's what they were trying to go with. But I gotta say, for the most part, it's subpar. You know, there's no tactical layout. I haven't even played certain like game modes like Search and Destroy because there's nothing special to gain from these maps. And with the maps, I also have to talk about absurdly, remotely crazy. Mitochondria doesn't even know his own spawn points. So how do we know our own spawn points? I can't even tell when the spawns have flipped. I mean, there will be some instances where I'll end up in an enemy spawn to die, to end up in my own spawn and have an enemy kill me in my own spawn because he spawned in my spawn. Now, I'm gonna stop with the spawn fuck because it's just completely absurdly crazy. But it's just, I can't really talk about it anymore because just thinking about it makes my blood boil. And now that we're off the topic of, so let's talk about and their hit registrations. Now, I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking. The game and the guns are nothing that special. There's no really like Vesper from Black Ops 3 or the XMC or, you know, like that gun. I mean, there was, and that was the bar for a while, but then they patched out. But pretty much it's all been mediocre at best. There's no gun that stands out from the pack. And that's understandable because this is a World War II game, so it's not like you're going to have like any futuristic guns. You know most of these guns. But at the same time, it's like some of the guns that you use, whether it's SMGs to ARs and shotguns, they're so inconsistent with the stats that are displayed. I mean, I could get like a 5-shot kill with a bar at close range, or I can get a 2-shot kill with the grease gun at a long range. I mean, it's just really just off the charts crazy how inconsistent these guns are. It just makes it hard to like choose the gun that I like, and pretty much all I'm just saying is you can't really rely on the guns too much. And speaking of the guns, let's get on with the attachments. The attachments are probably one of the worst in Call of Duty history, in my opinion, of course. I feel like they do relatively nothing. The first attachment you get, Quick Draw, which is pretty much the first for every Call of Duty game, doesn't even work. Now, I'm not sure if this isn't a glitch or it isn't, but you have to pretty much walk. You have to walk in order to use Quick Draw, because if you're sprinting down and you can't look, so pretty much if you're sprinting and you're aiming down sights, you can't use Quick Draw to break the aim down the sights. You have to stop running and then aim in order to use Quick Draw. Now, I don't know, like I said, if this is a glitch or maybe they did this intentionally on purpose, but it's pretty much, and I hate it. Grip, it has its moments, but for the most part, don't rely on it too much. And the only attachments that I really see used for is advanced rifling, extended mag, and rapid fire. But the rest of them are just god awful, god garbage, and so just pretty much don't even touch them. I mean, where are we with this? Attachments, maps, hit detection, hit registration. Let's talk about the lag. The lag in this game is at most very real, and gunfights are inconsistent at most. I mean, I seen this one video with Drifter where he took a test to see who would shoot first, and it ended up that him and his friend would pretty much just shoot at the same time, and the data that he got from the test was so inconsistent. I mean, it's all dependent on your network, and even so, your network wouldn't help you because it's all dependent on the game's variables. And I know I'm not making sense, but pretty much what I'm saying is it's thrown up in the air as to who wins. It's pretty much a coin toss, and that is not how a Call of Duty game should be. Random. It should be straight, you know, strategy. It should be determined by the player with the skill, not by the network they have. That is just, and that's pretty much it for this rant. Pretty much all I'm just gonna say is I'm gonna take a break from this game for a while. I'm not really happy playing this game. I'm only like 2nd prestige, and this is pretty much the exact same feeling I got with IW and MWR. I didn't end up playing those games because I knew that while, you know, they could be better, they're still terrible for the moment. And I know that World War II, you know, Michael Kondriak and Sledgehammer Games are putting out patches as soon as they can. They even actually responded to a Reddit, which if you know that they're not really active in like hitting back their fans, they responded saying they were going to make a couple of changes, and for the most part that's fine. But I feel like putting like bandages on certain parts instead of like actually doing surgery on the whole entire thing, that's just not going to make the game experience better. I mean, it's just going to help for like a week or two, and then what else? Like, what's there? Nothing. So I'm just going to take a break from it. I'm going to be definitely playing Black Ops 3. Like I said, definitely one of the GOATs of the Call of Duty series. I still got my triple play active, so that's something. And this is going to be it for this rant, guys. Definitely subscribe to me. Link in the description down below for that channel I just talked about in the intro. And of course, Attack the Games. Logging off.